I've been performing cosmetic procedures for 23 years. Neck liposuction is a procedure under local anesthetic that contours the neck to have more of a chiseled look, and it takes away the softness that people get. That's usually through hereditary means, and it allows when you take away the fat, it allows the skin to rebound up and follow the musculature much more closely. So you don't have that layer underneath of fat that is kind of like a grease layer, and so your skin tends to, over time, kind of slide down the grease layer and kind of buckle at the bottom. When you do neck liposuction, it actually unweights the skin and allows the skin to come up. And you can also think of it in physics, where if you have a neck that does this, and then you make a neck that does this, it kind of takes a lot of more skin actually to cover this area than this area. So it kind of sucks it up and back. So it really improves the neck contours in a permanent fashion, actually. If you have a neck that you inherited from mom or dad, runs in the family, or you just have a neck that you don't like, and it has some softness to it that you're not sure what's going on, is it too much skin, or is it the fat, or is it the muscle? Often if you can just pinch underneath between your fingers, and if your fingers don't come very close together, then you probably have a fat pad under there. And that fat pad will continue out all the way around. And that's when you know that neck liposuction and neck contouring will really help. Yes, it always is natural looking. It's never pulled. I've done approximately 1,400 cases over 23 years, and even if someone has a very obvious large neck, and then I give them a neck similar to mine, people certainly don't notice that their neck had liposuction. They think other things like, did you lose weight? Or did you have your teeth whitened? Or did you have your hair changed in some way? But they don't seem to notice that it's their neck that actually has changed. Typically you come in after you've eaten breakfast or lunch, and I'll take some photos before and after, usually your own set with your own phone as well. I'll draw a topographical map that includes the jawline and goes all the way down the anterior neck. So the whole area is outlined. Take another picture of that. You will take a sedative, but that's optional. We will recline you and have your head in a position like this for approximately 30 to 40 minutes. I will wash off your neck, numb up here, 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 and here with a little bit of lidocaine with epinephrine. And I will make 2-millimeter holes, which are just tiny little entry holes. Then I will numb up the whole area with local anesthetic. And then once you're numb, then I will start the liposuction. Neck liposuction, most people will go back to being out and about in their normal lives in 5 days. Luckily, neck liposuction is permanent, at least as long as I've been doing it. I've never seen anybody go backwards once we've done it. It is permanent mainly, I think, because 1 out of every 100 fat cells is a stem cell. And when you take the stem cells out with the fat cells, you cannot make more fat cells in the area. So it seems like I've seen people over the 23 years and they seem to be just the same as when I finished them. Maybe there's a few muscular changes, but their skin still stays up and without another procedure. We want the patients to be healthy. We want you to stop any blood thinners before we start, so that's aspirin and even alcohol ahead of time. And any medical blood thinners, we won't do the procedure when you're on them. And we want you to eat before you come in. Neck liposuction is about $5,000. It is pretty much that price. One thing that is nice to add in certain people who have more loose skin or jowling is to do a silhouette insta thread lift at the same time. So I do the liposuction in that area, and then I put threads in that lift this way. So I'm lifting the skin up along with the jowls to a higher plane, and when by 5 days, when it's healed down in a higher plane with the Insta threads. So that adds, about $2,000 to the procedure. Neck liposuction actually is documented pretty well in a really wonderful video I have on our site. And it watches a young lady go through the procedure, and you see her before, you see her during the procedure, and you can see that she's awake, that she's not in pain, that she's actually having a pleasant time, and that when she leaves, what kind of wrap is around her head. The wrap is left on there for about 24 hours. And you see that she actually can walk out. She's not having to be gurneyed out or anything. So she's actually kind of functional that day even. And you see her 5 days later, and you can see that she is ready to go out in public, and she already has a good result. And she's pretty typical for what I have and my results for liposuction. And her before and afters are on the website as well.